Good afternoon, everybody. It is May the 17th, and what a great day in the markets today. All markets, all indices right across the board sitting into the green. But what does this mean and what happens next? Let's get started. Let's talk money. Let's talk market wrap up. All right, everybody. So welcome to the channel. I really hope you like what I have to say. And if you do, please don't hesitate. Hit that subscribe button, like, share, and most importantly, comment. I would love to hear your thoughts on the market. But let's jump right in. So taking a look at the markets today, an incredible run to the upside, which I've been talking about since Friday, we absolutely needed. Now, we didn't get what I was hoping for yesterday, which was essentially a run to the upside. Instead, we fell pretty well neutral with the exception of the NASDAQ, which fell under some pressure. But today, the markets acted very differently. It essentially gave us what I was hoping to see. Taking a look at the Dow Jones, it was up 431. The S&P 500 finished up 80 points, and the NASDAQ finished up 321. Toronto finished up strong as well. So overall, right across North American indices, we were very well into the positive. Now, we did have a little bit of a dip there when Powell was speaking, but after that, the markets rebounded just fine and continued to move aggressively to the upside. Now, if we take a look at the 10-year yield in the US dollar here, it's telling us the same kind of story and more of what I'd like to see. The US dollar fell under absolute pressure today, down 0.83%, while the 10-year yield moved up 3.78%, bringing us just shy of that 3% on the yield. Now, what we need to see here is the yield to actually jump over that 3% mark. It's where we've already been pricing in these rate increases that Powell talked about today. But most importantly, it's another indicator as these rates go up, we know that money is leaving debt and moving into equities. A very positive and bullish sign. Now, being that it moved up 4% today, I don't anticipate it's going to jump up quite as aggressively over the next few days, but we had a major pullback over the last couple weeks in the debt market, and this is just the markets recovering here, which is, again, a very bullish sign, especially with the US dollar being down. We had this great setup from the morning, and it continued all throughout the day. Looking at crude today, crude is currently at 114 in the red. So not a heck of a lot of positive, but we're still up at $113. So still very, very aggressive on crude. Still very bullish there as well. And again, crude moving up is not a bad sign for the market. After all, it is pretty well the lifeblood, other than the fact that it is a derivative of the debt market. That being equities, at least. Looking at cryptocurrencies today, cryptocurrencies, although yes, Bitcoin is sitting at 30,100 currently, and Ethereum sitting at 2055, not a heck of a lot of confidence here in the crypto markets. I think it's really just carrying on the steam of the rest of the equities market or the general sentiment of the market today. I still don't have a reason why cryptocurrencies should be moving to the upside anytime soon. That doesn't mean I'm not long-term bullish on crypto. I very much am. But for the short term, I'm just not seeing a reason for the upside momentum. And I've been saying that for a little while now. But let's look at what needs to happen over the next couple days now to get a little bit more confirmation as to what to expect from the market and whether or not we are out of this downside slump. So right now we are officially in a little bit of a correction, which is very normal for equities market. In fact, we've been going pretty well straight up since 2008. So it's nice to see a little bit of a pullback here. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but that's all it is. Just a little bit of a correction here. After all, if we give a little bit, we end up becoming quite bullish and the markets continue to move to the upside. And I think we are at that point where we may be close to a bottom. Now, don't quote me. I'm not saying we're there yet. We still need to see a few more pieces of the puzzle fall into place. So, for example, we've been seeing that buyers have been moving into the market, creating some positive upside volatility and moving and supporting low levels here. So if we take a look at the S&P 500, I've talked about this 4,000 point mark. We are currently sitting at 4088, which is a solid number above that 4,000 mark, because at one point we were getting close to the next support level below 4,000 of 3850. Now, glad to see we have the support. We need to keep it. Taking a look at NASDAQ. NASDAQ needs to maintain a positive momentum, and interest rates have absolutely, and even the discussion of interest rates have absolutely annihilated this interest rate sensitive market and absolutely slaughtered NASDAQ. Now, tech did help lead the way today, which was a positive sign. Would like to see NASDAQ and tech continue to move to the upside as well. But over the next few days, as I mentioned, by the end of the week, we need to see something go back to the market. It cannot continue to move to the upside. We need to give some back. If we give back more than what we've gained, then we are in trouble and the markets will continue to move to the downside. We also need to watch that 10-year yield. It needs to continue to move up. Again, further indicating that money is leaving the security of debt to move into equities. As well, we need to see that US dollar, the relative strength of the dollar, continue to go down as opposed to up. After all, if it goes up and the yields come down, we know that fear is back in the market, which is very much what we had seen over the last few weeks. But that's it, everybody. Today, I'm going to try to keep it short again. I don't want to get into these super long videos. Again, watch the 10-year yield, watch the debt market, watch equities. We need to have possibly one more day to the green, but we do need to give something back by the end of the week. That's it, everybody. I will see you tomorrow morning at the opening bell.